Hello, everybody, and welcome to the prize giveaway of our Google Home Mini right here on Glamtalk, and also this. Okay, these guys are quick on the draw. That's Mark over there,
Hey.
and yeah, we put him in the most likely, as you can see. And then there's Uncle Glendon. He's also a surgeon,
Yes.
by the way, and he's the one showing us how to social distance. But welcome to this broadcast, everybody. Welcome to the first live broadcast of Glamtech Smart Home Solutions, and we're so happy to be able to give that prize that we've advertised. We're going to give that away tonight, and we have a winner already. We're going to introduce that person a little bit later, but let me quickly introduce you to the directors of Glam Tech. Let me quickly just say hello to this fella, Mr. Mark Butler. That's him over there. Say hello to the people.
Hey everybody, Mark here.
And then we got this guy, the surgeon, Mr. Glendon Groep.
Hello everybody.
How are you doing? That's Glendon over there. And then, of course, this is me, Marcus Jacobs. And together, we are, of course, Glamtech on the screen. So before we get to the prize giving and everything, I will quickly just speak to Mark Butler, this guy here. And maybe he's going to just give you an idea of why we started this particular company. Mark, how did this all come about?
Hey guys. Okay, so basically Glamtech, smart technology, as the name states, it's all about smart technology. And we basically focus on home automation in this particular time. So a lot of this has come about based on the COVID situation that we're in trying to make life a bit more convenient. So we have, in the past few months, made a lot of effort to make sure that we try and test a whole lot of products, make it work, and also the main thing is to make it cost effective or cost efficient. So we come up with a particular product that will not only be something for the younger generation, but we've also looked and catered for the older folk. That's maybe not as tech savvy, but if you look at maybe more at home all alone and not being able to communicate to contact loved ones and so on, this technology makes that possible. So we've really considered everybody in this space, and we'll be bringing you guys a whole lot of stuff coming the next few weeks and so on. So yeah, watch out, Glamtech, here we come.
So, welcome to those of you that just tuned into this broadcast. We were just busy introducing the directors of Glamtech, and so I had Mark speaking, and then we have this guy, Mr. Glendon Groep, and Glendon, just tell us about Glamtech and why you're so excited about this product coming to the market.
Yes, I'm so excited because it is on the verge of the new fourth revolution, which is basically tech, and tech is taking over the world. So, as a third world country, we're trying to stay abreast and trying to get with it. So, it would just make sense to align yourself so that you can be ready to take advantage of the technology and what it does offer, from making your everyday life more, how can I say, convenient. Yes.
And very easy. And Mark can attest to that. This is how this whole thing came about. Mark, your smart home journey, how did that start?
Well, mine started out with my boys when they wake up at night, go to the toilet, leave the lights on, wake up. I come up in the morning and I've got lights burning through the night. That is just not necessary. So my journey started with looking at those kind of little solutions, putting up a PIR sensor in the bathroom, setting it on a timer. So after 2 minutes, the lights will just go off, and you don't have to think about it or worry about it anymore. And little by little, I've added to my particular household, only to find that, but this is possible, and this is something that I would want. So I've got a full setup at my particular home, and I will share with you guys as the weeks go on. We'll have little reviews and so on happening, and I will show you how easy it is and how cost effective it actually is to have this. So what you guys used to only see on TV,
Yeah.
can be yours now.
And it's not futuristic anymore. A lot of people say we only saw this on TV, but you could have that and it is very affordable. So I also want to say just hello to this lady in the broadcast. Hello, Tracy. Tracy's giving us what do we call this?
That's Good year.
But
Good
that's some
year.
good news like that. That's cool, guys. That's quite. That's quite. I like that. Thank you, Tracy, for being tuned in there and everybody else. And we're going to tell you more about our products, but we also have to give away that Google Home Mini. Mark, just tell me your impression of the people that liked our page. 500 likes in a week.
500 a week. Guys, firstly, thank you for supporting our page. You guys were tremendous. In a week, we managed to get 512 people to actually like the page. I think we had 300 people in the first weekend. So that was great. And obviously, we want to push the momentum. We want to get to 100,000 page likes before December.
Yeah.
We want to get there. So we need your guys' help to get there. But thank you for your guys' tremendous effort because you are Glamtic
Yeah.
ultimately. So big ups.
Listen, I want to say this that we're taking this technology to the man in the street, and yes, there's going to be a cost involved. But if you look at what we're offering as opposed to others, it is affordable. I want to stress that, and we're going to start somebody off on their journey tonight. We have this person backstage with us already, but you guys can also post your questions here in the comment section as well. We see that. I know Byron McDillan, he's already got a question, and we'll answer that to the best of our ability there. And Tracy is also in the mix here. Say, hi guys, this is awesome, and to us it's awesome as well. We would have loved to illustrate tonight, Mark, just by saying already, hey Google and all of that
Google.
stuff. But we're going to do that, Mark. Why? Because we have certain things we want to add into the page as well. There's going to be YouTube, but we have the other active social media things as well. But also, what do you have in mind in terms of DIY and the like?
Okay, maybe just to give you guys a bit of a update of what features we are going to be bringing to this platform. As you can already see that our approach is really different from any other company out there in that we're trying to be face to face with our client all the time. We're trying to make a space available for you guys to be able to ask questions, really try and prompt us to bring you guys the best service possible. So this is why we're having this kind of a session. So what we'll be featuring going forward is DIY Dinsdag. So on a Tuesday, we will be posting a DIY video. We will just show short snippets of what's possible with a very, very quick hack or with a very, very quick automation added into like what we did with the lamp. If you guys haven't seen the lamp, go on to at Glamtech SH on YouTube and you can see what we did from a DIY point of view. And then also we will have another feature called Glamtalk. And Glamtalk will basically be what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And you guys can post your questions, ask us for solutions on things that you might be struggling with once you have started to your journey and if you've acquired the packs and so forth. So watch the space.
Mark, how easy is it to acquire the equipment to start a smart home? And I'm asking that question. I know a lot of people can do it, but that's where we're going to come in to be able to help them along with that journey. But for you yourself, having the smart home and having tested out a lot of these products for yourself, how has that enhanced your life and the lives of your family members?
Well, in the beginning, it becomes something that you think about, and even just asking Google questions. So you would ask Google, "Hey Google, how far is the sun from the moon? Hey Google, how far is Earth from? How quick does the speed of light move? What colors are on the rainbow?" And questions that you shouldn't be asking. And as time goes on, you start realizing that there's so much more that you can get out of the system. So
Mm.
I'll give you a very small example. We've got an automation at home where if I say a wake word emergency, then the lights will all go on in the house, all the lights. The siren will siren. The Google Home Mini will broadcast through the entire house that please make your way to the assembly point. There will be a broadcast on the actual speakers playing a particular music very, very loud. So if somebody was still sleeping, that they would wake up, and it will make an audio call to 10 111 as well.
Yeah.
And what we added was emergency call just to one of our close relatives. So if there was whatever particular stress or distress situation, then they would automatically hear on the system that there's something happening in the household. So that's one very, very simple example of
Yeah.
how this thing has really transformed the way we do life.
Yeah, let's go a little bit deeper on that, Mark. I know you're talking about safety. There's safety and security in regards to that, but there's also a lot of fun to be had. There's very practical things that you can do with this particular system. For example, we're going to give away. Don't know if you can see on screen. Somebody's going to win this Google Home Mini. That is the reason for this broadcast tonight. But if you have a couple of those things also in your household, Mark, like you have. Just give an example of how practically you can use it and how it can really simplify a lot of the things that you would do in your house. Not making people lazy, but just for convenience sake, tell them how that would work.
Okay. My son Malachi and I, what we've come up with was like a very simplistic karaoke machine, and all that you need is a Google Home Mini. Can you see my phone? A Google Home Mini, and you need a Chromecast. That's it.
Yeah.
Shazam on your phone, and you will then request through your Spotify account on your Google Home Mini for a song to play, any song to play. You activate your Shazam, and Shazam will listen to the music or to the lyrics. It will bring the words up on your telephone screen. You mirror your screen with a Chromecast on your TV, and you've got karaoke, any song, anytime, all the words, all the time. Fun and games, and then also if you have displays like your Google Nest Hub, which is the display 7-inch unit, you can also have the 10-inch, which is a bit expensive. But if you've got a display unit, then you can also play games on there. There's crosswords, there's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and all kinds of different stuff. But again, we will be reviewing each and every product for your convenience so that you understand what those products can do.
Yeah.
And then where we actually come in is where we bring the integration into the entire environment. So we make all of those things work together.
Yeah.
So that you can have a full-on experience. That is really what the business is about.
So we're going to simplify your life at a very affordable rate, and you're going to love us. I'm telling you now, really. But before we get to that prize, Glendon, Glendon was our prize master, the draw master. Just saying, it's him, Glendon. If you guys
Fully audited.
it was fully audited. Our winner is backstage as well, and that's the reason why people are logging on today. But also, I want to let you know you can start asking us questions already. Here, we're gonna have a little bit of a question answer session just after the prize giving. I know that our winner was already thinking, "Wanneer gaan julle vir ons die prys gee?" But when we get to that, Tracy is also very, very active on our comments line there. So we'll get to all of that also a little bit later. But guys, are you ready?
Yes,
I'm good.
So now, normally, you gotta have a drum roll. You guys can't just be looking all sexy over there. Just a drum roll, please. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Let's try something.
You should have said, "Hey Google, give us something like that." Okay,
That's what's coming.
okay, that's what's coming. I think our winner is ready, and then also we've got a bit of a
Google.
consolation thing.
Give me a drum roll.
Okay, there we go.
Here are the top search results.
Okay, drum roll, please.
Waiting for Google. Okay, so I'm not the drum. That's not the drum roll.
No,
That's the drum roll.
Thank you, school. Okay, so we're gonna get to the prize. I want to actually let's line this thing up. Let's quickly just get to our winner, and let's bring this person in. Our winner, Glendon, is
Natalie Roman.
Natalie Roman. There's our winner. There's our winner. Natalie, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
We are good,
Great,
and
well done.
we're so happy that you're able to win this prize. Congratulations to you. And
Thank you.
how do you feel?
I'm overwhelmed. I'm not tech savvy, so this will be a learning curve for me.
Yeah.
So
So Mark, just quickly tell her, with this Google Home Mini, this is your prize that you've won. Yeah, as people can see, it's still in the box. Mark, just very quickly, just tell Natalie what she'll be able to do with this particular Google Home Mini.
Hey, Natalie. Okay, so
Hi.
it's fun in a box, basically. Marco, can you just give me the one that we've actually opened up already?
Okay, so
I just
yeah,
want to show you how because people might think it's a huge, big item. It's actually not that big, but it's packed with a whole lot of stuff. So super powerful device. So that's it.
Okay.
So that's a Google Home Mini. You've got the chalk one, so I'm not sure what fits in with your
Color scheme.
decor.
I'm still renovating so it can fit in.
Great. So yeah, so here we go. So basically, you can do anything from, I'm not sure if you have kids, but if you have kids, it's a great
Yeah.
way for kids to interact with the internet without having, if you don't have a computer, for example. So what my kids, they do their homework and they would ask Google questions and Google would give them the answers. Everything from maths
Okay.
to science to English. Google Assistant allows for you to, if you, for example, want to just get into learning another language, you can ask it to be your translator. You can start learning a new language on the fly.
Oh, that's nice.
You can run your Spotify account through there. If you've got a Google or
You can
a
make phone
YouTube,
calls also through this
yeah,
thing.
if you want to make phone calls, and we will show you guys how to do the integration.
We'll walk.
So we'll walk with you,
Okay.
and then we'll set up. It will be set up to your Gmail account, and then
Okay.
also you will obviously now be part of the Google ecosystem. So again, some stuff that we will explain going forward in the various series that we will be having.
Yeah.
But the Google ecosystem is basically one big system where we will connect everything from your speakers to your TV to your lights to everything, your cameras and everything else that you will be purchasing into this particular space. And we will run it through Google. So brilliant device, very powerful. You can do everything from, this thing can do everything. The only thing that it can't do is it can't make you a cup of coffee yet.
Not yet.
And
Not yet.
yeah, and it can't
Thank
sweep
you.
the house.
Yeah.
But enjoy.
Maybe it will
Thank you.
connect to the device that can sweep the house. But
Yeah.
listen, so congratulations to you, Natalie, and everybody else. You can also start your smart home journey and start it with us, and we'll be able to help you get to that point where when your house is set up. Mark, maybe you just want to explain a little bit more in regards to that. Where certain things are set up for you already. We don't even have to give Google a command. Like getting up in the
No.
morning, lights are set a certain way. Also, Natalie, for just getting into the security aspect of that, for those that's still tuned in, you could set your lights up and everything once we get to all of that thing in terms of integrating a house before you get home. Security wise, you can look after mom when you're at home, even at work, and looking at mom when she's at home. Those type of things with the camera set up. Somebody asked Mark a certain question there, but we wanted to say congratulations to you, Natalie. We'll get your
Thank
prize
you
to
very
you.
much,
Welcome to
guys.
you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
Thanks.
so, till next time, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was Natalie Roman, our winner of the Google Home Mini. Mark, there were a couple of questions that came through for you early, for us actually, but Mark's more the expert. Yep. This one says, do you have any Wi-Fi cameras?
Yes. So part of the package, we've got partnered in brands, and the reason why we have specific brands that is partnering with us is to make the system work effectively. So you've got many camera suppliers out there, different brands and so on. Cameras that can do different things. So the brand that we've gone with is EasyViz, and EasyViz allows they've got indoor and outdoor cameras, pan cameras, PTZs, and they've also got static cameras, high resolution, 1080p's, and lower resolution, and so forth. So definitely we've got that as part of the package. But it's important for you to note that we don't sell individual products. Like we don't sell one camera or one Google Home Mini or one Chromecast. We sell packages and we integrate those packages. So it's in your best interest to take a package as opposed to one item. We take away all of those crazy automations. We take that out of the equation for you to worry about, and we'll worry about that aspect of it.
So just before we get on to some of the other questions and other things you want to discuss, Mark, before we go. So also, in terms of our packages, what can people look forward to in regards to that?
Okay, so if you guys are following us on Facebook, you would have noticed that we've listed a starter kit. And the starter kit is effectively 4 devices in a box. So it's a Google Home Mini, which is this one here, or one of these items. It's also RM Mini, which is a radio remote blaster. Um, learns your every remote. So if you've got 30 remotes in your household, as opposed to having 30 remotes, you can have one device that you will give all instructions through this device to change the TV. So switch on my TV, change it to Cartoon Network. Now change it to
Watch
Super
Netflix.
Sport 2.
So no more fighting over.
There we go, no
remotes.
more fighting over remote. And even if you lose the remote, it doesn't matter because it's either voice activated or it's on your phone. And then also you've got a light bulb in that starter kit. So that is a RGB light bulb, which will allow for you to change the colors, change it to warm and white, 16 million different colors, change it to warm and to cool. You'll be able to change the density of that particular light bulb and so on. And again, all of these things are automated and or can be automated to whatever works for your environment. And then the last item in that starter kit is a smart switch, which, as you could have seen on the DIY project that I did, you can connect that to any device and it will make that dumb device
Smart device.
So that's just the starter kit.
Talking
I think
about that,
we're-
Mark. So we've got a couple of consolation prizes as well. Talking about making an ordinary device also a smart device, but also if you have an old stereo in your house, like your hi-fi's, right, and you want to also now begin to integrate that, you can use it in your car as well. Any audio device with an aux in them. I've got this little unit here. I've got one in my car as well, but you can use it in your old hi-fi, right? And you're able to stream via Bluetooth to your particular device there as well, and also they also start to integrate into your Google system. And we got two of these to give away. I don't know where is that. Where is the Draw Master? You got it?
Here we go.
Draw Master. So our winner, of course, was Natalie Roman. That was for the Google Home Mini, and now with compliments from Glamtalk Smart Home Solutions, we got a couple of other winners in the Mark. Who are those two that we're giving this Bluetooth receivers
on
for?
that one.
Oh, Drowmaster, it's your thing.
Let's see. So yeah, we just wanted to show our gratitude to everybody that's been sharing and liking and commenting on our page and started this journey with us. So we would just like to say that Eugene Sleepy and Natasha Ruot, you'll be getting those two devices just to help you to get on your way. The Bluetooth receiver will be coming your way pretty soon. So thanks a lot.
Yeah, congratulations to our winners. So that's Eugene Sleepy and Natasha Ruot for these. They get one each of these Bluetooth devices. It's fantastic. I use it in my car as well. You're able to also make calls in your car via this nifty little thing. And also congratulations again to our main prize winner. That's Natalie Roman. We aim to do one of these each month.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. Don't go away from our page. There's more to win a year, of course. And then Mark, there were a couple of questions coming through there. I think Tracy is also spot on. It's just not just for your home. We're able to cater to your business as well. Like Tracy just said right there, Mark, how would that work out for businesses also?
Yeah, so whatever space can be automated, we will come and automate for you. So we have our SIP packages, which will be the starter pack, then we'll start the kit, then we've got the basic package, we've got the standard pack, which is the one that you want, and then we've got the glam pack. That is the one that you need.
Yeah,
That's the one
you
that
want to need
That's the
it.
one that you want to need. And then we've got some custom packages where you can tell us what your requirements are, and we will come and do that for you. And this is generally the space where what you're referring to, Tracy, that we would look into. So we can make whatever your needs are possible. We can make that dream come true.
Yeah.
So talk to us, send us, check out our handles, and send us some comments and so on, and we'll come out and we can come and do some stuff for you guys.
So a lot of what we do is based on Android as well. But there's an excellent question here, Mark, has been posed. Will you guys ever be moving to iOS devices?
Okay. The simple answer is that the ecosystem that we're on is the Google ecosystem, but it doesn't matter if you're using Android or iOS. If you are using an iOS, it needs to be iOS 9.0 and above. If you are using an Android phone, it will be 5.0 and above. So anything higher than 5.1 for Android, your phone is good to go. Just make sure that you've at least got 1 gig or 1.5 gig of space available on your phone for the apps and so on. And then also if you've got a iOS phone, 9.0 and higher, and you're good to go. Just one thing to understand is that these solutions are all Wi-Fi based. So you need to have either uncapped Wi-Fi or you need to have a bundle that has quite a bit of bandwidth available so that you guys can make obviously the best of this particular system. But iOS is definitely part of this whole integration already. So if you're not moving into it, if you've got a Apple phone, then this is for you.
So we're getting excellent questions in. We're almost done with this particular broadcast for today. More of this coming. Like Mark said, there's some DIY of done stuff DIY, right? DIY done stuff. Yeah, that's coming. So we're going to be with you all the step of the way in terms of educating you in regards to your product. That you're going to become very, very great at doing this yourself as well. Eventually, when you get into that. And Glenda mentioned earlier that the fourth industrial revolution is upon us. It's there, and we slap bang in that, and we're going to help you to navigate that fourth industrial revolution as well. It's needed. Our kids are already coding at the grade R level, and this is going to be the norm in your house. Why don't you start off early? Before this thing becomes mainstream, you can get in early into the game. And so, Mark, we're just looking at a couple of questions more before we go. Let's quickly just, Glendon is just asking or picking some of the questions. So Tracy again on here is asking Mark, does the TV need to be a smart TV?
No, all your equipment can be dumb. So picture this, if you were on school around about the time when I was on school in the 1980s, primary school, late 1980s, then you would remember aanpassing class. So if we have this technology for the aanpassingsklasse, dan was almal slim. So it doesn't matter if your device is an old device. Your device will be able to, if you okay, let's use a TV for example, as what Trace is asking. If you've got a TV that has a HDMI port, then we will basically then put in a Chromecast onto that device and we will integrate it through the house.
Yeah.
If your TV doesn't have an HDMI port, then we would have to look at maybe a different device to assist. But it doesn't. You don't have to have any smart TV. If you do have a smart TV, then all we need to do is to integrate your smart TV through the Google ecosystem, and then it works.
So we've got a couple of questions left before we go. I think there's another excellent one that came through. You guys are asking fantastic questions, I must say. So well done. Let's go here quickly. So Mark, this one says, do you sell light bulbs that interface with Google Home? And of course, the answer is of course. Yes. That was a very easy one to answer. Yes, that's in the packages there as well. There was
get that starter pack.
Get the starter
pack. Get it now.
Get it now.
Do special introductory price.
Glendon, give him the introductory price quickly.
For you, special introductory price of 1,650 Rand will get you that starter pack.
Nowhere else will you get that.
Yep.
Early Christmas box for you.
Just remember that includes delivery to your place if you're in Cape Town, as well as the automation and the integration of whatever it is. So we'll come out to you and we'll get you set up.
Okay, so there was Timothy for Anthony Riddles asking about the price. So we gave you the price for the starter kit, and that is 1650, 1,650. I can still count unlike some other people. I'm just saying. And there was one more question before we go. And this is from Kelobogile Macapela.
Kelobogile.
Oh, Kelobogile.
Sorry, there we go.
I've glammed it up a little bit. I've glammed it up. This is, does the TVs need... Okay, that wasn't the one. Let me quickly just get into his one. I think I've... you guys are asking fantastic questions. Let's go very quickly. This was the question. Do smart TV... Do we need a smart TV and unlimited Wi-Fi for this to work? So the first one was answered in terms of you don't need a smart TV. But the Wi-Fi is a deal breaker. You need to have good Wi-Fi, of course, especially the more you upgrade to some of the other components in the smart home, you're going to need Wi-Fi in that regard. But Mark, it's probably best to answer that.
Let me answer that question like this. You don't need uncapped or you don't need unlimited Wi-Fi. It will benefit you to have unlimited Wi-Fi because the more you interact with the system, the more you want to interact with the system. and it's going to obviously mean more time in the system, more bandwidth, and so forth. So when I started out, I had 60 gigs night and 60 gigs day. And what that allowed for me to do was to run my entire house, but not stream all day long, because that is where the bandwidth is going to go. And also, if you have cameras, you can set the cameras to only record one sense motion.
Yeah.
So if you, for example, not at home, your cameras will be basically on not sleep mode, but it will be inactive. And only once there's motion, then will it start to record, and that is where the data obviously will go. So if you have 60 gig, for example, that will be sufficient to last if you're streaming one movie during daytime, anytime, one movie from Netflix on HD. You could do 10 movies, and 10 days later, you would have no more data for your anytime data on your 60 gig.
Yeah.
So just to give an idea of more or less
Mhm.
what you need to have in place.
I think also we need to stress in this regard, Mark, that a lot of times when these things are installed in your homes, is that you need to have like a maintenance plan for people to come and maintain your system. With this, I think one setup you're able to do this, and we can come in with support when needed. But there's no monthly fees for those type of things, which is a huge thing in terms of having this type of system in your home.
Definitely, and maybe if I can maybe just speak to that quickly. What we also offer is we will be loading YouTube videos, which will be troubleshoots and also little tutorials, and then we'll also have the platform where you can ask questions. So if you are struggling with automation that has already been done in your particular space, and you're struggling to maybe change certain things, or you want to change certain things that you haven't thought of initially, then we will support you in that. And then also everything is guaranteed for 12 months. So we will be by your side for at least 12 months, and hopefully in that 12 months you will move from a starter kit to a glam pack.
Yeah. And we've got one final question, Mark. There's a couple of them asking, you must say that name again,
Kelebogile Makapela.
That's one. And then Valerie Thompson also asking a question. I think Tracy's got a lot of questions there, but the question both of them are basically asking, are we only based in the Western Cape?
Who's supposed to answer that question? I think that's Glendon's.
There's your hospital pass, Glendon.
We are based in Cape Town, but it doesn't mean that we can't reach you. It will all just need to be, because it's wireless. We'll be able to assist you via Skype. So if you do want to order a package, by all means do. We can assist you with the setup, and then should you then choose to further integrate and further upgrade, we can then look to see how to best assist you with that when we get to that point. But yeah, by all means, you would be able to go through the installation step by step with us helping you through.
I did say we've got a last couple of questions, but I think you guys are asking awesome questions. I'm not so sure about Giles Sagero exactly, and guys and Cash. We'll listen once you contact us via either the WhatsApp or social media or on our platforms. We'll be able to give you more details of how the payment structures will work in that regards. So we'll be in touch in regards to that. But there's one final question, Tracy, asking doing the most and asking questions. Let's quickly go there. Tracy says, last question. Does the devices operate off batteries? Hospital pass to you, Mark.
Okay. So some of the devices run off battery power and others don't. So the battery powered devices is basically the alarm system. For everything else, it's powered by electricity, by your plugs, your normal outlets. So it most probably would be something to consider if you want to go this route, to maybe install a UPS or inverter of some sort, or a generator if you have. If you really want to just stay online, what we do offer is just an add-on of a mini UPS that you can run two devices off. And what we normally recommend is to have your router connected to the mini UPS. So if there's load shedding, for example, Your phones will still be able to, if you're running off your Wi-Fi, your phones will obviously still be able to connect to your Wi-Fi system. And then also, if you maybe have another device that can connect to the, like what we've got in our package, in the more expensive package, we've got a PoE, power over Ethernet. Your camera is basically going to run through a PoE switch, and then your power will then be fed through the mini UPS to the camera, so your cameras will effectively stay on. But again, that's in the more advanced package that we would offer those solutions as well. But generally, everything will be running off your main switches, your plugs, and only the alarm system effectively runs off battery power.
Awesome. So, ladies and gents, this was our very, very first broadcast, chatting to you, and wonderful questions that you guys have asked. Well done to you. So, this is the first of many, and the first of many other giveaways as well. So, we love that. We're thinking of that Christmas box, guys, coming Christmas time, and our growth is your growth.
Give Dad that gift.
Yeah. And so we love the fact that you are growing with us. This is a business not just for us, but it is for the people. And just think, instead of buying those tackies, you could be having something at you could integrate longer into your home. So lots to happen. And thank you so much for being tuned in. I'm Mark Jacobs. This is Mark Butler, Glendon Group, and we are Glamtech. Till next time, bye bye.